Hello students, welcome to this ninth lecture on digital techniques where we are studying number system conversion. And in the last lecture we have seen three types of conversion. So out of 12 conversions we have covered three conversions considering decimal number system. Okay, decimal to binary, decimal to octal and decimal to hexadecimal, right? So here it is divide by 2 and multiply by 2, here it is divide by 8 and multiply by 8, and here it is divide by 16 and multiply by 16 method. Okay, so now we are going to see, or we are going to consider binary number system. And using this binary number system, we are going to try to convert a given binary number to other forms, like binary to decimal, binary to octal, and binary to hexadecimal. Okay, so here we are going to see each conversion one by one. Now, while discussing binary to octal and binary to hexadecimal, some important points I am going to cover. Okay, so let us start this conversion of considering this first, that is binary to decimal conversion. Binary to decimal conversion, right? So B to D or 2 to 10, we can say this conversion. Now as you can see here, in this conversion only two steps are required. So step 1, the bits to the left of the binary point. Now here this point is called as binary point, are multiplied by positive power of 2. Okay, this we have seen while discussing the binary number system, that how these binary numbers are represented. If you remember, in our earlier lectures, while studying this binary system in detail, we have seen this type of representation of a binary number. Now, a given binary number, if you want to convert into the decimal, that representation is helpful here. So, I will repeat the first step. The bits to the left of the binary point are multiplied by positive power of 2. So 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2. Okay, and just to recall, we have seen anything raised to 0 is equal to 1. Okay, then 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, and likewise. The second step is the bits to the right of the binary point are multiplied by negative power of 2. Okay, so you can see as we move towards this side, we are going to multiply this with 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, these coefficients. This x0, x1, x2, x3, they are all coefficients or the given number. And when we move to the right side, then this 2 raised to minus 1, 2 raised to minus 2, 2 raised to minus 3 with this coefficient. A simple, very simple conversion. This is binary to decimal conversion. This is one method. Another method I will discuss after having discussed this method. So here an example is given. So we have 1101.0011 in a binary number system and is asked to convert in its equivalent hexadecimal. Right? So I have this 1101.0011. Now as we have seen in the first step, when we move towards this side, it is multiplied with positive powers of 2, and when we move towards this side, these numbers or these bits are multiplied with negative power of 2. So I can say here this is 1 into 2 raised to 0 plus 0 into 2 raised to 1 plus 1 into 2 raised to 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to 3. Okay, here also we are going to add this, right? Even though we have this decimal point here, still we are going to add this. So it is 0 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus 0 into 2 raised to minus 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to minus 3 plus 1 into 2 raised to minus 4. Okay, now as I already said here, 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, either you have to by heart this or you should know that. Okay, so if I want to find this number, so 2 anything raised to 0 is 1, so 1 into 1 plus 0 into anything is 0 plus 2 square is 4, so it is 1 into 4, right, plus this 2 cube is 8, so it is 1 into 8. Okay, plus 0 into anything is 0 plus 0 into anything is 0 plus, now we need to have this calculator with us, right? So I have this calculator, I'll say 2 raised to minus 3, so it is 1 into 0.125. Okay, and then 2 raised to minus 4, so it is plus 1 into 0.0625. All these, when we have converted in this form, we are supposed to add this. Okay, so this becomes 8 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0.125 plus 0.0625, right? So 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Okay, so this is 13, right? Here we have covered the integer part. Now this is the fractional part, that is why we need to put here point, a fractional point. So 0.0625 plus 0.125 is 0.1875. Okay, so this is the equivalent decimal number for this, right? So it is 1101.0011, right? So this is how we can convert a given binary into its equivalent decimal. Okay, I hope this example is clear for you. Let us see the second example. In the second example, again we have 1110.101. Okay, so this is 2 raised to 0. Okay, this corresponds to 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3. So I can then start from this way also. So 1 into 2 cube plus 1 into 2 square plus 1 into 2 raised to 1 plus 0 into 2 raised to 0, right? Now we have completed this decimal part, plus 1 into 2 raised to minus 1 plus 0 into 2 raised to minus 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to minus 3, right? So this is 0, then this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So simply add this. So 1 into 2 cube is 8, so it is 8 plus 2 square is 4, 4 plus 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 plus this is 0 plus 2 raised to minus 1. If you see, 2 raised to minus 1 is 0.5, 0.5 plus this is 0 plus 2 raised to minus 3. We have already seen 2 raised to minus 3 is 0.125. Okay, and if we go on adding 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0.5 plus 0.125, So this gives us this number 14.625. 14.625, right? So this is the decimal equivalent of the given number 1110.101. So this is how you are supposed to convert a given binary number into its equivalent decimal number. Okay, now if you remember the conversion of this decimal to binary, then we had used divide by 2 and multiply by 2 method. So here it is opposite. Here we are going to multiply this given bits to either powers of 2. So if we are moving from binary point to left side, then we are going to have this positive powers of 2, and if you are moving from binary point to right side, then we are going to have this negative powers of 2, right? Now I was talking, I hope this is clear for you, this example and this binary to decimal conversion, right? In the previous this lectures, while we are studying about decimal to binary, I had given you one method with which we can verify that whether the obtained answer is correct or not, right? So when it comes to binary, so it is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4, and then you can go on. Okay, it's only when this integer part is given, so I can directly write here. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, this is 8, this is 16, where if you start with 1, 1's double is 2, 2's double is 4, 4's double is 8, 8's double is 16, then 32, 64, 128, you can go on this way. Okay, so just considering this integer part. Okay, now I have this 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, now here if I multiply 0 into 1, this is 0, right? So you have to leave this. So what I have, this 8 plus 4 plus 2, which is 14, right? So that is what I am getting here, 14. And if you have this fractional part, then you need to have a calculator, or simply you can remember this equations: 2 raised to minus 1, 2 raised to minus 2, 2 raised to minus 3, 2 raised to minus 4, right? So this is 0.5, then 2 raised to minus 2 is 0.25, right? Then 2 raised to minus 3 is 0.125. Then you can go on this. So you need to remember this. You can directly calculate this with help of this method, or you can go for this method. Now a few of students have asked that we have a calculator with us and we can directly calculate these numbers, so why do we need to follow this process? Now that is very good question, that if we have everything this simple, then why we are going in complex, right? Now there are two points to answer this question. First is from the exam point of view. Now in the exam, if 2 marks question is asked and if you write directly the answer looking from the calculator, you may get half mark. Okay, this is one point. Another point is, as far as you as an engineering is concerned, now you are going to look into the hardware details, that how exactly in the hardware these calculations takes place. So this is just the starting part. In the upcoming lectures, when we will be looking at this binary arithmetic, binary addition, binary multiplication, binary division, so you will see how we understand that how these calculations at hardware level takes place. So that is very important to understand. Okay, and based on this, yesterday while looking into Python programming, I came across a program where it said write a program which converts a given decimal number into binary. You might have seen this in the C program also. Okay, then how would you solve that? Now to solve that, you need to understand actual logic. How does that conversion takes place? So if you are very much clear about that logic, then it becomes quite easy to write the program. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Okay, so next type of conversion is binary to octal conversion. Now again, this conversion is a very easy type of conversion, right? So let us first see the steps, and while seeing or looking at the steps, we can go for some more concepts related to this binary and octal, right? So let us see. First step is make a group of 3 bits starting from the binary point in integer and fractional part. Now if a binary number is given, some binary number, okay, now you have to make a group of 3 bits. As far as this octal is concerned, octal number is concerned, you have to make a group of 3 bits. Okay, I'll explain why 3 bits, right? Then while making a group of 3 bits in the integer part, move towards left from the binary. So we have seen this. Next point, while making a group of 3 bits in the fractional part, you have to move towards right from the binary part. Okay, now this fourth point is important. Now while making a group, you may fall short of the number of zeros for making 3 bits. Okay, so then what to do? While making a group of 3 bits in both parts, if you are left with only 1 or 2 bits, right, 1 or 2 bits, here we are asking to make a group of 3 bits. But if you are left with 1 or 2 bits, in some cases, complete the group by adding zeros. Okay, say for example, I have this 50. Okay, now if I add this 0 at this side, the value won't change. So 0, 0, 0, 50 is as good as 50. Right? Same is the case here. Okay, complete the group of 3 bits by adding 0. Now how we are supposed to add? Add the required number of zeros towards left in the integer part, okay, and towards right in the fractional part. So if this is 1 0, right, so I can go on adding 0 at the fractional part. That makes no difference. The number remains as it is. It is unchanged. Okay, I hope this methods are clear for you. Okay, now before going to the example, let us see why we use this 3 bits for octal. Now for this, you have to consider one equation, that is n is equal to 2 raised to m, where this n we can consider the base of that system, right? So n is base and m is number of bits required, right? Now what is the base of octal? Base of octal is 8, so n equal to 8. Okay, so if you put this in this equation, so it becomes 8 equal to 2 raised to m. Now we have to see what should be the value of m so that it satisfies this equation. Okay, so 2 raised to 0 is 1, right? So if m equal to 0, does it satisfy this equation? No. Okay, if m equal to 1, okay, so again, does it satisfy this equation? Because 8 equal to 2, which is not equal. Okay, now if I take m equal to 2, 2 square is 4. Is 8 equal to 4? No. Now I take m equal to 3. Now 2 cube is 8. Now 8 is equal to 8. Okay, now this satisfies this equation. So as I said, m is number of bits, right? So for octal, the base is 8. The 3 bits are required to represent the numbers in the octal. Now how many numbers we have in the octal is 0 to 7. So that is what I have taken in this table. Okay, right. So again, before going on the example, let us try to fill this table. So as I said, as the base is 8, which starts from 0 to 7, 0 to 7, let us try to fill this. So this is a decimal number and 3 bits are required. So it is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, only 3 bits, right? So anything raised to 0 is 1, 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 square is 4. Now if I want to have this, this is a 0, or we can say not a decimal, octal, sorry. If this is octal number, and if I want to have the binary of this octal number, so I'll take example of this, say 5. So if I want to have the binary form of this octal number, now 5, from these 3 bits, how 5 is formed? 5 is formed with help of 4 and 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5, right? So this is 0. Now to form 5, I have taken these 2 bits, 4 and 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So those bits which I have taken, I mark them as 1, right? I am repeating once again. Those bits I have taken to make this number, I have marked as 1. Other number I have taken as 0. Now considering for 6, how that should be? So 4 plus 2 is 6. So 4 I have taken, 2 I have taken. Have I taken 1? No. So this way we can form or complete this table. So 0 requires nothing, so it is 0. 1 is already here, so 0 0 1. 2, now how 2 is already again here, so 0 1 0. 3, how 3 is formed? Do we have 3 here? No, we need to have the combination of these numbers. So it is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. I have taken 2, so here it is 1. I have taken 1, so here it is 1. How 4 is formed? It is 1 0 0. How 5 is formed is 1 0 1. How 6 is formed is 1 1 0. How 7 is formed? Now very interesting point, the last digit of this octal number is all 1 1 1, because 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Now all of the 3 I have taken, so I have marked 1 1 1. Okay, so this is how this octal numbers can be represented in its binary form or vice versa. Now this table is important while we convert a given binary number into its octal, right? So I hope this table is clear for you. If it is not, you can yourself try for this table, or in the next lecture when we see binary to hexadecimal conversion, we can again cover that table for you. Okay, now looking at or going for this example, so I have 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. Okay, and what this says, make a group of 3 bits. Now this is only the integer part, so we need to be moving from this point to left side. Okay, so this is one group, this is another group, and this is another group. So 3 groups are formed here, but you see here we have only this 1 bit. Now if I want to make the 3 bits as said here, While making a group of 3 bits in the integer part, move towards left of the binary point. We have done that. Now while making a group of 3 bits in both part, if you are left with only 1 or 2 bits, now here we are left with only 1 bit, complete the group of 3 bits by adding 0, right? So add the required 0 towards left in the integer part. So 2 zeros are required. I add this 2 0 here. Okay, now the groups are complete here. Okay, now when the groups are complete, I have to move to the table and see what is 0 0 1. So 0 0 1 is 1 here, right? Then what is 1 0 1? 1, you can see 1 0 1 is 1 0 1 means 5, and again this is 1 0 1, this is 5. Okay, so simply I can say 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 binary is equivalent to 155 in octal, right? Now similarly you can try for these examples. So you can write down these 2 examples and try for this. Okay, in the next lecture we'll go for some more examples from this. We'll try to again revise this table, and then we'll see binary to hexadecimal conversion, where this table now will be from 0 to 15. Okay, I hope these concepts are clear for you. So we have added some more concepts in this conversion. Those concepts are really important, which will be required in our further concepts also. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can post in the comment box or ping me on my personal WhatsApp. Okay, so that is all for this lecture. Thank you and have a nice time.